This time on Kim's Rude Awakenings, the Herd family. A creative bunch who can't seem to grow up. With the responsibility of two young children, these two have got their hands full.
It's never ending. No, it'll just get worse. It'll get worse.
The house is a playpen, the kitchen is disastrous, and nobody is willing to put in the work to clean it up.
I'm so overwhelmed that I don't know where to start.
And motivating Eric is gonna take some work.
I wouldn't say I'm handy. I'm not really into building things or fixing things. I really just don't care.
Kim and Mike could be in for a rude awakening of their own. Britain's Queen of Clean, Kim Woodburn, is traveling the world with lifestyle expert Mike Shalhoub on a very special assignment. Their mission: to identify, confront, and rehabilitate messy, disorganized families and bring pride back into their homes. This time, Kim and Mike are helping the Herd family, comprising Mom Jessica, Dad Eric, 3-year-old Tessa, and baby Cole. The Herds may be a young family, but by the look of things in this house, the laundry, bills, and boxes have been piling up for years.
When I look at the mess around, I desperately want to clean it, but I don't even know where to start.
With the responsibility of two young children, every room has become a problem. And 3-year-old Tessa doesn't make things any easier.
I wasn't prepared for what kids bring. I had no idea that turned your life upside down.
The cluttered kitchen is maddening for stay-at-home Dad Eric, who is making meals for himself and Tessa, as well as Jessica, who is a vegetarian.
I have to clean before I make anything. I need a surface, I need the stove, I need the sink. It's a frenzy.
And rather than try to deal with the problems in the kitchen, Eric spends his time in the basement playing guitar.
You know, my tools of the trade are artistically inclined.
You'd think because Jessica's a graphic designer, she'd be organized. But her methods are scattered at best.
Tables for me seem to become surfaces to put things. And so if there's a table that's empty, it's just crying out for something to be put on it.
The Herds are overwhelmed, and that's starting to affect everyone.
I feel horrible about it, and it weighs on my shoulders, and then the kids feel it because they know there's tension between their parents. So it affects the whole family.
And that's the Herd's big issue. For the sake of their kids, Eric and Jessica need to grow up and start taking their household responsibilities seriously. Kim and Mike are on their way to deliver the only logical solution to the Herd's list of problems. And it's gonna come in the form of a very rude awakening.
Good morning, Herd family.
Kim and I hear that you're acting like adolescents.
You're no longer gonna live as slobs. You're gonna grow up.
That's right, Herd family. This is your rude awakening.
How could they say that stuff about us?
Oh, man.
See you touching me again.
I'm trying to help you up the stairs.
See you all over me. Lucky cheaters. Hello? Who are you?
Tessa, come in.
What do you think?
It's a playpen.
Have you always been untidy in this house?
We had a baby, and then we moved into this house when our son was 3 weeks old, and things just kind of got crazy and chaotic.
It's important you change your ways. You've got 2 babies now.
I know. And that's the motivation for doing this,
Good,
is that
good.
we have 2 kids, and we want to have an environment for them that's clean and healthy, and they can run around and play, and there's the motivation. Well, here's our
Here's our what?
office dining room area.
This is dining room table, Kim?
Where do you eat?
Either on the couch or on the rocking chair.
Among all the diapers and
Wet
the wet
wipes.
wipes.
This is disgusting. Keep going.
Oh, the kitchen.
This is gross.
Aren't we the lucky ones?
How do they cook in here?
Yeah, this is the baby's room.
How old is the baby?
5 months. But he sleeps in our room right now.
Good job he does. Where else can he sleep?
Not here.
Every room in the Herd's home is a problem. Eric and Jessica need a dose of reality.
This house kind of reminds me of a frat house. It's very adolescent-y. We really need you to...
Grow up.
This house is a complete disaster. Kim and Mike need to plan their attack.
They're great parents,
They are.
but they're just not very responsible.
They're a very young couple. They've given up, haven't we?
What do you want to do?
I want to take Lady around and I want to teach her to organise herself and to put things away where they belong.
I'm going to take him and teach him how to be a little more handy around the house.
Mike, let's get together here. They're a lovely couple. Let's really try to help them. Between the two of us, we'll get them shipshape in no time at all.
With clutter all around, Tessa has no proper place to play, and she even tries to clean up the mess herself.
We have to clean up this.
I hate the fact that she has to work around the clutter. I don't think she likes it at all. I think it weighs on her mentally.
And that is leading to problems beyond their messy home.
Tessa started having kind of breathing problems, and I brought her to the doctor, and the doctor said, it's stress. I'm thinking my 3-year-old has stress, and I wonder if the way that the house is has anything to do with that.
The herd's disorganization is having a negative impact on their kids. It's time for the switch.
Now, in this switch, you are going to become Kim and I, and we're going to become you. We've given you a pair of stilettos, and you can change into a shirt and tie.
They are rather lovely.
Oh my goodness.
The goal is to clean up this room to create a better environment for your children.
And I have very, very high standards, so get on with it. No nonsense.
Kim and Mike have just dropped a bomb,
Grow up.
and the herds are already starting to crumble.
Is it my responsibility to pick up after everybody else?
I can't move fastening seals. I'm taking them off.
But this is only the start of headaches to come.
Right now, I don't feel much hope, honestly.
Good morning, herd family.
The herd family is smack dab in the middle of a very rude awakening.
Now we're going to live a slob.
Their big issue? For the sake of their kids, Eric and Jessica need to grow up and start taking their household responsibilities seriously. To get things started, Kim and Mike have issued the herds their first major challenge.
You are going to become Kim and I, and we're going to become you.
Let's get this party started!
I didn't put this here, and I didn't put any of this stuff on top of it. I don't have anything to do with it. Yeah, this does feel like being you guys.
Eric is already having problems facing the mess. And his mood isn't being helped by Kim and Mike's over-the-top antics.
All you do is make a mess. Oh, you're throwing your peels on the floor.
There's nothing to do harm.
What? I pick it up. This is why we don't have friends over. I'll have to clean up after you.
Eric and Jessica get the point. Now Kim and Mike need to give these two some guidance.
You can both move a bit faster, dear.
Yeah.
I can't move fastening seals. I'm taking them off. They're absolutely horrendous.
So if you take them off, we're going to see you fly around, are we?
Faster than this.
Go on then.
Go on. I don't know how you function in those things.
Keep going.
Are you sorting or just throwing in there?
I'm putting everything in here that needs to go up to the bed.
Well done.
It's a struggle, but the room is getting cleared out. Despite the fact that Eric and Jessica can't seem to pull it together as a team.
All right, I'll be a team player.
Look about you.
I know, I can't believe it.
45 minutes. That's so little time, isn't it? Well done.
done.
You're really pulling your weight.
Jessica is starting to see the light. But Eric isn't happy with the progress so far.
There's just too much. It's like barely scratching the surface. Right now, I don't feel much hope, honestly.
The living room is a great start, but the kitchen, bedrooms, and dining room still need to be taken care of. Kim is helping Jessica get pointed in the right direction.
I went around the house. And I gathered this little lot here, you see. For instance, where do we find that diaper? Living room. Baby's room. In the hall, dear. Guess where I found that in the worst room you can have it in?
I'm thinking it was in the kitchen.
Yes! Oh, you knew that. We're going to clean that. That's horrible. You could use a wooden toothpick, you could use tweezers, whatever sharp. All you do is go through the bristle, lovely. Look. Oh, now watch. No. Putting it on a hairbrush, you can pick up bacteria, bugs, grease. In fact, have a smell of that.
Harry.
I've got just a washing up liquid, my love. All we need, lovey, is honestly that, because we're up to our eyeballs in soap bubbles.
Okay.
Into that, tea tree oil. Tea tree is a natural antiseptic. It kills bacteria, it's wonderful. And it certainly killed bacteria on a brush. I put about 7 drops in there. So I've got me a little bit of washing up liquid, and the tea tree, oh, it smells rather nice, doesn't it?
That's soothing.
Ooh, blimey, that's done. I brought a bowl of just warm, clear water to get the soap off it. Summer day, put it on the windowsill. You can use that in about half an hour. Look, Deb.
Lovely.
So I want to put all this back in here, you see, and you know what I say, a place for everything and everything in its place. Put that where it belongs.
Okay, diaper, baby's room.
Oh, well done.
With the other diapers. It seemed more overwhelming at first, but once I started doing it, you kind of get into a groove. You want everything to be in the right room. There's a really good exercise to see what really belongs in the proper place.
On the other side of their home, Eric is dealing with his own set of problems. As the head chef in the Hurd household, this guy's got his hands full.
Typically, you know, I have to make a little bit of everything. And lately, I think because it's been so difficult to get around in here, I haven't been able to do that as much.
Mike is coming to the rescue to put some structure to the chaos.
I want to prepare this kitchen so it's spotless, so preparing food is very simple. Everyone gets fed and everyone is happy.
Sounds like a dream.
Well, it'll be a dream come true.
All right.
We're gonna get you a little organized, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna teach you a simple formula called PAVE.
Okay.
Plan ahead, visualize, and entertain. You're gonna plan ahead your meals. You're gonna visualize them on this board. And because Jessica is a graphic designer, she can make this a lot easier for Tessa to get involved by creating these words into icons. So she can say, Dad, I want this, this, and this. And then everything is done.
Sounds fun.
So we'll pick a starch.
Okay.
You'd have some chicken on the side that you can throw into the pasta. For your wife, tofu. And then we throw in a vegetable, peas. So there we go. We've planned ahead, we've visualized, and now we're gonna entertain. Because you're gonna cook, and it's gonna be very entertaining.
I have to take your word for it.
I hope so.
Eric is on the right track with dinner, but when it comes to being handy around the house, he's still having a hard time.
Man, I hate this stuff. Absolutely hate it.
He can't hide his unhappiness when he's stressed out about something. If this situation doesn't get resolved, it would lead to much more tension in the marriage.
The problems continue to pile up.
Would you want me to do some, take a break?
No, I'm fine.
And this fairy tale is beginning to look more like a horror story. Eric and Jessica Hurd are attempting to clean up their act. Kim and Mike have been helping this young family to grow up and start taking their household responsibilities seriously. Eric and Jessica want to eat together as a family, but their dining room table is covered with junk and boxes litter every inch of the floor.
You don't even know everything that's in there. There's just a mishmash of stuff.
But the rude awakening has Jessica empowered, and she's finally ready to tackle the mess.
How are we gonna start putting things in the proper room where they should be first? And then whatever doesn't have a room to go to will be going to the basement.
Even if things are put in their proper place, handiwork around the house is still a problem, and Eric doesn't have the skills to deal with it.
Tools and all that stuff. You know, I'm not like, yeah, those are nice tools. Can't wait to get my hands on those to fix something.
Mike's plan is to help Eric get a little handier.
I need you to start learning how to build.
All right.
So I've supplied you with a tool box.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah, we could use that.
Just in case, because I don't want you to lose your pretty face, here are some bugs.
All right.
So we're gonna bang up this wall, and I want you to hammer, and I want you to screw, and I want you to get everything drilled into this wall, okay? Let's go.
How do you do this? I'm feeling really clumsy.
Let's hold that. Watch my finger. Beautiful. Now, screw. Okay, so now that we've mastered the drill and the hammer, let's hang up your daughter's art.
All right, let me give it a shot here. 61.
It looks like Eric is a little handier than he thought, but Mike's not done with this guy yet.
So do we get to crack open a beer now?
We're not cracking open the beer yet, so I'm gonna give you one more job. Your next job is to go upstairs into your son's room, and I want you to create a wardrobe. We have the things for you.
All right, sounds good.
Job well done.
In just a short time, Jessica has taken the dining area through a major transformation. Now Kim is helping her deal with the dirt that lies beneath.
Now, is this the table that your daughter eats on all the time?
One of the two, yes.
I will do this, you see. Now, I'm also going to scatter a few around, and then you, dear, can eat off this table raw. Well, you said it's spotless, didn't you?
Well, yeah, it's clean enough.
Well, if it's clean.
For putting a plate on.
Ah, we have it, don't we? You know darn well that table's not clean, don't you?
Well, I wouldn't put raw food on it, no.
But if your little girl was eating here and she dropped a bit of food on there, you know kids will.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm glad you've got the grace to blush. I'm glad. You should now really be getting all the bacteria out, warm soapy cloth with tea tree oil, or a lemon acid, get it out.
The veggies on the table, it's a little bit gross, but it did make me think about the fact that I wasn't cleaning it as well as I should be.
Now Kim is teaching Jessica how to get the table ready for a family meal.
I'll tell you what I'm doing. There's tannin in tea, and the tannin is this colour. I put 2 or 3 tea bags, that's sufficient. Look at the colour of it. Same colour as the table. If you've got a couple of baby marks, baby scratches, where the wood's slightly lighter, the tannin, as I wash the table with it, will disguise all that. And it will not harm your table. Now, having done that, use a paper towel, go on the grain, and that's anything you do gets cleaned on the grain. Oh, the table's not been cleaned for a bit, love, has it? Because I put tannin on it, which is in tea, I don't have to put polish on, because the tannin actually polishes as well. This is a microfiber duster. To every square inch, there is many more fibres to this duster than anything you'll ever use on the market. It's a wonderful polisher. Just look at it. Look at that damn shine.
It's blinding.
The herd's home is getting cleaner, but there's still clutter everywhere, and it seems like the kids have taken over every room.
I don't think it's working well for the kids. I don't think we have enough room. I don't think we have enough storage.
Mike has challenged Eric to solve the problem by assembling a wardrobe for his son.
I don't know which end is which. Is this the back or the front?
But Eric has avoided the everyday practicalities of family life for too long. And now he's dealing with what has become a very emotional journey.
It doesn't say anything about lips on here. I am gritting my teeth, grinding. I can't explain why. I just hate it. And I'm about ready to throw it all. I really just don't care. It's just a pain in the ass. Man, I hate this. No, I want to burn. This is what I want to do. I don't enjoy putting stuff together, you know, and it gets the best of me, you know. I don't know why. It's ridiculous.
I'm telling you, it's like trying to energize a corpse.
A man wants a clean house. That's why he can be motivated. I believe you can motivate him.
You're right.
You can't give up on these things,
We
can
won't give up. Let's go.
But it can be done, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be done. All right.
The progress has been slow, but everyone seems to be coming along. But Kim and Mike want to test how far they have really come.
We've got one last challenge for you. Only one now, Eric. Don't look at pull a face. We want you to gather as a family should round your table. We want you to bring a couple of friends in. Eric will do the cooking. Any advice you want, Michael, he's the expert on laying tables. We want to see you sit together at a table and make a habit of doing it. Little Tessa needs it now at this age.
I know, I'm just a little nervous.
What have you done today? Why are you nervous?
Well, she's just not used to doing it.
You've got to start sometime.
I know.
But if Jessica should be nervous about anyone, it's her husband, Eric. That's because he struggled with nearly every task throughout this rude awakening.
Isn't it okay to hate doing this and just be angry about it?
Now the fate of the final challenge lies in Eric's hands.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
The herds are running out of time.
The last time that I cooked for or entertained guests in this house, never.
Can they pull it all together? Don't count on it. For the sake of their kids, Eric and Jessica Hurd have been digging in deep to put their messy ways in the past.
Start with clothes.
Their final challenge?
We want you to gather as a family should round your table.
But for a family who needs to grow up and start taking their household responsibilities seriously, this is easier said than done. Before their rude awakening, the herd's home was hardly a place for social gatherings. And the mess was starting to affect Eric and Jessica's relationship.
If we wouldn't have called for help, Jessica and I would have had to deal with some pretty heavy-duty confrontation.
But the herds are learning that it takes little steps every day to keep the house tidy. And Eric is seeing that tackling small projects can be a rewarding experience for everyone.
Ooh, that looks good.
Once you get to the other side, you see some light. You know, it always helps, you know, brighten your mood.
In order to have any hope at the final challenge, the herds have devised a plan. Get Tessa involved in the dinner preparations.
I'm helping Papa clean up. I'm a
And make her excited about sitting down for a meal with her family.
fold it over.
Another one.
And it's done!
Yeah, we have to flatten it like that.
She loves to help. You know, I mean, she's always like that. You know, kids generally, they just love to be involved.
Everyone's included and a part of the plan, and that's making a huge difference in the way that dinner comes together.
It's great. The biggest difference for me is that I didn't have to scoot a bunch of stuff out of the way just to start cooking.
As guests arrive, the transformation is nearly complete.
It's crazy. You can walk in through that door. Oh, it's sparkly, huh?
With friends and family all around, it's clear that Tessa is thrilled to be a part of the process. And Eric, who has been reluctant throughout the entire rude awakening, is now smiling and happy with the results. And just so no one forgets the transformation they've undergone, Kim and Mike have prepared photographs on the wall of shame.
Family, we've things to show you. Now, folks, we're going to show you a horror story.
We call this the wall of shame.
Right. Now, any comments?
It's embarrassing.
What a dump.
That's what I remember. This is a new place.
Before, the living room was a jumbled mess of toys, baby items, and dirty diapers. But the family cleared it out, and now it's a restful area for everyone. The kitchen was piled high with dishes, papers, and clutter everywhere. With Kim and Mike's help, it's been overhauled to reveal a functional space that Eric can use with ease.
It's good. I love it.
And before their rude awakening, the bedrooms were in absolute disarray. Now Eric and Jessica's bedroom is clean and organized. The nursery is set up, and Tessa is showing everyone who the real rock star of the family is.
You all mucked in, didn't you? And you've done well. Eric, you were extremely unhappy, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he did look a bit of a miserable soul when we came here. I've got to be honest with you, I was worried about him. Happier man?
For sure. I'm glad it's done, you know. I'm glad that we're at where we're at now and that we can kind of leave that behind.
Do you honestly think we'll keep this place tidy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it clean in this house.
Yes, and for my kids especially.
All right. We're going to leave you with these photographs, aren't we?
I think it's time for us to go.
Kim's rude awakening has turned this family around. Tessa is stress-free, and Eric and Jessica are finally serious about their family, their home, and working together as a team.
Took a weight off of our shoulders. Huge boulder-sized weight, so it's good.
Tessa has a lot more room to be herself and run around and play.
I know that we're both committed to doing it because it's for the sake of our kids and for our own sanity as well.
It's about our family. You know, as long as we're both working as a team and committed to it, it should be a piece of cake.